Okay, so we'll start the seminar. So normally if you consider the O-level paper, you will be getting, okay, some short questions, okay, 25 short questions, then 5 big questions, that is part 1 and part 2. Then in part 3, okay, we have 12 questions altogether. So those 12 questions have been divided into two sections. One is part A and the other one is what? Other one is part B. So in part A, okay, there are 6 questions. Out of these 6 questions, you have to answer 5 questions. So similarly, in part B also, there are 6 questions. Out of 6, you all have to answer 5. Okay. So that means part 3 paper. This paper is a selection one. Totally, you are getting 3 hours for the paper. So out of 3 hours, okay, you all can divide the time like 1.5 hours for one paper and another 1.5 hours for the other paper. And out of 6, you all have to do 5 from this. And out of 6, you all have to do 5 from this. But part 1 and part 2, you all have to answer all the questions. Okay. So that is compulsory. So we'll discuss this paper. Okay. So this is a seminar series paper. Okay. The first question. First question they are asking. Rs 10,000 is lent at 8% annual interest. Find the total amount due to the creditor after 3 years. Okay. That means annual interest means per year. What is the meaning of this 8% annual interest means? So let's tell you are taking a loan for 100 rupees. So if you are taking a loan for 100 rupees, you have to pay 88 rupees as interest after the end of what? After the end of the first year. Okay. So that's what we call as what? 8% annual interest. Okay. That means for 100, we are paying 8. Okay. Normally, all the percentages are expressed for 100. 8% annual interest means, okay, if you are going to take like 100 rupees loan after the end of the first year, okay, you have to pay additional 8 rupees as interest. Now, he has taken how much? 10,000. So, for 100, if we are supposed to pay 8, then for 10,000, how much? Okay. For 10,000, how much we have to find? So what I can do means I can simplify this. So 8 into 100, we will be what? Getting 800. Okay. This is for what? This is for 1 year. At the end of 1 year, he has to pay what? 800 rupees. So they are asking, find the total amount due to the creditor after 3 years. So for 1 year, if the interest is 800, for 3 years, it will be triple that value. Okay. So after the end of 3 years, how much interest he should pay is, okay, Rs 800 multiplied by what? Multiplied by 3. That is how much? That is 2,400. Okay. So, but they didn't ask me the total interest. They asking to calculate the total amount. Okay. So, at the end of the 3 years, he has to pay the amount he took as loan. That is 10,000 plus the total interest. What is the total interest at the end of the 3 years? It is 2,400. So 10,000 plus 2,400. So he has to pay 12,400 at the end of what? At the end of 3 years. Okay. So we must be careful with this word. Find the total amount. If they ask, sometimes they ask to find the total interest. If they ask to find the total interest, the answer would be what? 2,400. If they ask to calculate the total amount with the loan amount, okay, we have to add the interest also. Okay, so 10,000 plus 2,400, that is equal to 12,400. Okay, so you want me to share the paper in the Zoom also? Some people have messaged me, so I have sent her the paper. Yes, I will share it in Zoom. Give me a minute. If anyone wants to note down the first one, all can note it down. Okay. So I hope you all have done with this. So we'll move to question number 2. Okay. The surface area of a right circular cylinder is 750 centimeters square. If the area of its bottom is 150 centimeters square, then the area of the curved surface they are asking. Okay. So normally, if you all take a cylinder, okay, how it looks like. So let's tell this is a cylinder. This is the curved surface area. There are normally two circular surfaces and two curved surfaces. Okay. So this is a circular surface. This is the circular surface. I'm going to color the curved surface. This is the curved surface area. So they are telling the surface area of a right circular cylinder is 750 means this total. Okay. So let's tell the area of this one is A1. Both are similar. Okay. Pink, pink. So this is also A1. Curved surface area. So let's tell A2. So these three total, they have given it as what? 750 centimeters square. That's what they are telling. The surface area of a right circular cylinder is 750. Okay. then I can write an expression like this. Okay. A1 plus A1 plus A2. So A1 plus A1 plus A2. That is equivalent to how much? That is 750. So they have given area of its bottom is 150. The A2, A1 value has been given. This is 150. Bottom is that circular surface area. That only they meant by bottom. This is also 150. Okay. This is the circular surface area. This is another circular surface area. Then what I can tell means A1 plus A1 is 2A1. So 2A1 plus A2, that is equivalent to what? That is equivalent to 750. Therefore, 2 into A1 is what? A1 is 150 plus A2. That is equal to 750. So 2 into 150 is 300 plus A2. That is equivalent to 750. So if I find the value of A2 is equivalent to 750 minus 300. That is equivalent to 450 centimeters square. What is that? That is the area of the curved surface. So normally if you take a right circular cylinder, it has a curved surface and two circular surfaces. Okay, both are like same. So that is the reason if they gave the area of the bottom as 150, I'm telling this is also 150. Okay, then totally 300. So we know A1 plus A2 plus A1, everything together is 750. From that what he can calculate the area of the curved surface. So they have given you three answers. Look at here. One is 600, 450, 900. Therefore, the answer is what? Answer is 450 centimeters square. Okay, then take down that if anyone has any doubts related to question number 2, you all can ask now. Okay, then shall we move to the next question? If anyone needs more time to write down these, raise your hands. Okay, no one. So everyone has written it. Okay. So we'll move to question number 3. Okay. So question number 3, what they are telling is, find the value of y according to the given data in the figure. Okay. So we have to find the value of y according to the given data in the figure. This is like a simple geometry. Now there is something called vertically opposite angle. So let's tell there is a two lines like this. Okay. Then if the magnitude of this angle is 62 degrees, this angle is also 62 degrees. That we call as vertically opposite angle. The same idea we have to use it. Look at this line, this one. Then I can draw a line like this. So if this angle is 62 degrees, then this angle is also 62 degrees. Why is that? Because vertically opposite angles. Then there is a theory. The sum of the interior angles of a triangle is 108. Normally, if you take a triangle like this, okay. So let's tell now this angle is A, this angle is B, this angle is C. If you add all these three, A plus B plus C, you will be getting 180 degrees. The sum of the interior angles of a triangle is 108. So I'm going to apply that theory here. So y degrees plus 38 degrees plus 62 degrees. That is equal to our 180 degrees. What is the theory I'm using? The sum of the interior angles of a triangle is 108. Therefore, we can write y degrees plus. We can add these two. Then we will be getting what? 100 degrees. Y degrees plus 100 degrees is equivalent to 180 degrees. Therefore, y is equivalent to how much? From 180, you have to add, deduct 100. That is 80. Therefore, the value of y is 80 degrees. So what are the two theorems you must recall for this question? One is vertically opposite angle. If this is 62, this is also 62. Then the sum of the interior angles of a triangle, that is equal to 180 degrees. Using that, we can what? Find the value of y. Okay, then write that down. Means in the first 25 questions, we don't need to write the reasons. Yes. For geometry, like no need to write down the reasons. Just you can show the working. No need to tell this is 62 means this is 62 due to vertically opposite and add then 108. Yes, if you're in the right part 3 paper, yes, axioms and all you have to write it, but here no need. Yes, not compulsory. If you want, you can write it. But the marks is given like this. Now for this question, okay, we are going to give 2 marks, right? So this the scheme tells us. If you want the scheme, I will send it to you later. Okay. So what we have to do means, okay, writing this expression, you will be getting 1 mark. Okay. And writing this answer, you will be getting 1. They don't expect you to write down reasons. This is 62 means this is 62 because vertical opposite angle. This 3 when you add, that is equivalent to 180 because the sum of the interior angles of a triangle is 180. That reason is not required. Okay. Just I told to recall. Okay. No. Yeah. Okay. Then note down the answer for question number 3. Okay. So, does anyone need more time for question number 3? Please raise your hands to write down, or else we can move to the next question. Okay, then everyone has written right? Okay, then we'll move to the next one. So, next one is question number 4. Question number 4, what they are asking is find the factors x squared plus 4x minus 1. Okay. So, how can we do this question? First of all, there are two methods. One is we can directly write it, or else a little bit long method also we have. Now, this is minus 5, right? Okay. This is x squared. So, first what you have to do means you multiply these two. Minus 5 into x squared. Minus 5 when you multiply by x squared, what you will be getting? Minus 5x squared. Okay, right. So how can we make, okay, just before thinking about the sign, just think how can we make 5x? Only one way we have. 5x multiplied by 1x, we can make it, isn't it? 5 into 1 is 5. X into x is x squared. Okay. Normally, if you get a number like this, now let's tell an equation x squared, okay, x squared minus x plus 6. If we get an equation like this, then 6 means there are so many ways. 6 into 1 is 6, 2 into 3 is 6. So like that, first you write down the possibilities. How can we what? Get this number by the multiplication of what? Multiplication of any two numbers, any two whole numbers. Okay. So in this case, we have 5. So we can get 5 only using 5 into 1. Now, I have to get minus 5x squared. So how can I get a minus now? You know, in mathematics, okay, when we multiply a positive number by a positive number, we always get plus. When we multiply a negative number by a negative number, we get plus. Okay. So similarly, when we multiply a positive number by a negative number, we get minus. And when we multiply a negative number by a positive number, we get minus. So when do we get minus means? Okay. When we multiply a positive number by a negative. So in order to get minus 5x squared, it should be plus 5x and minus 1x. Or else it could be like this. Minus 5x and plus 1x. These are the two possibilities to get. Okay. Because if you want to get a negative number, you can get it by multiplying a positive number by a negative number only. This way you can't. So if I need minus 5x squared, either plus 5x could be minus, or else what? Minus 1x could be minus. So these are the two possibilities. So after finding these two possibilities, I think when I add these two numbers, okay, I have to get this middle term. Middle term is what? Middle term is plus 4x. So out of these two combinations, this is the first combination, this is the second one. If I add which two numbers, I will be getting 4x in the middle. Obviously, the first one. Why? If you add minus 5x and 1x, you will be getting minus 4x. I need plus 4x, no? Therefore, obviously, the first one. Now, after identifying this, what you have to do means in the next step, first you have to write down this x squared. So in the place of plus 4x, you have to write down this. The same thing you have to write it down. Okay. So we are going to write down this. So if I write it down, plus 5x minus 1x minus 1. Plus 5x minus 1x minus 1. Then, after writing that down, you have to take common. Consider these two terms and consider these two terms. If you consider these two terms, that is x squared plus 5x, what is common? Now, if you take x squared plus 5x, now this particular term only if you consider, how can you make x squared? Just think, x squared you can make as x into x. X into x is x squared. 5x, how can you make? 5 into x. 5 into x, you can make 5x. So what is common for both of them? And x is common. Therefore, for both of them, and x is common, so you can take that x out. So for the x squared, when I take an x out, another x is remaining. Then write down that x, x, okay. Then plus. In 5x, if you take x out, 5 is remaining. Then write down that 5. Then you will be getting a 5. Okay. Then minus 1x minus 5. Minus 1x minus 5, what is the common? We have to think now. If you take minus 1x minus 5, what is the common means? Minus 1 is the common thing. Okay. Because minus 1x can be written as minus 1 into x. Right? So similarly, minus 5 can be written as minus 1 into 5. So what is common? Minus 1 is common. So put that common thing up. When you put minus 1 as common, what is remaining? X is remaining. Then here what is remaining? 5 is remaining. So that is x plus 1. Okay. Then what we have to do means in the next step, we have to write down this first. Okay. X plus 5, x plus 5. So I'm going to write down that x plus 5. Then look at here. There is a x here and there is a minus. Then, okay, x minus 1. Okay. Can you all understand that? You note down that. You have messaged me in WhatsApp. Give me a second. Okay, then. Have you all noted down this? Raise your hands, the people who need more time to note it down.